Hello friends,
Hi,
my name is Brother Generosity,
my name is Brother Embrace.
and today we're gonna show you a little cooking video to make a spread for bread that's Minh Dung specialty. Would you tell us about it, Brother Minh Dung?
Yes, it's called Minh Jung's mud. I just put stuff together and it always turns out really well. And we have it on bread. Tomorrow we're going on a hike and we just made a fresh loaf of sun-dried tomato bread that it's gonna go on. Here, you wanna look at the
Sweet.
bread? She is a beauty.
This is a great spread because you can just keep it in the fridge and it's always available. It's like a quick meal, quick snack, and it's also very portable. So you can take it on a hike like we're doing, or if you're going on a picnic or something like that. So yeah, we find it a very useful meal to put together. So let's have a look.
First, we're gonna roast nuts. So we're gonna preheat our little, I don't know what it's called, mini oven, toaster oven, that's what it is. Let's see, roast at 350 for about 10 minutes. Wait, okay, so that's heating up while we go collect everything. I have no idea what I'm gonna put in it. We're just gonna have fun and see what's in the fridge. Okay. Welcome to the Monastic Cooler. Okay, what do we got? Lentils, that's nice. Cucumber, that might be interesting.
Cucumber.
There's some nice quinoa. That's not so raw, but I know the brother that made it, Brother Generosity. Turned out beautifully, thank you.
That's meat.
What else we got? Walnuts, almonds, ground flaxseed, miso, better than bouillon, garlic, because it's lovely, onion, yes, do I want white or red onion? I'm thinking red onion. That's a scary looking onion. Okay, here's the vegetable cooler. We got mushrooms, but those are better cooked. Tomato, eggplant. That's for another day. That's a fun experiment. Greens, lovely greens. Bell pepper, yes, please. Celery, okay. Let's put these in here.
Oh, you got quite a collection going now.
Yes, yes, we do so. Okay. What else do we want? Okay. Carrots are nice. Got a good sweetness to them. That's a ready to be used carrot. We can do some cauliflower. That was always good. And maybe a little bit of broccoli. Okay. We're not done yet.
Oh my gosh.
What else do we got? Sunflower seeds, nice. Pumpkin seeds, very nice. Chia seeds, yes please. Anything else we want to put in here? Nothing, that's it. Oh! I'm running out of room on my cart here, but we'll just make things fit. Okay, let's go. Thank you. Welcome to our spice cabinet. A lot of wonderful things in here.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Some more options sometimes, and you know what to do with. Bragg's, wonderful thing. Love it. The Bragg's is salty, and the Better Than Bouillon is salty, but still, I feel like we usually need more salt because they're all raw vegetables and things. Black pepper, I like to grind it myself. A little bit of chili powder, that'd be nice. We've got garlic, we've got onion, oregano, that's always nice. And let's do some turmeric. Anything else?
Turmeric gives it a nice yellow color.
Yes, it does. That helps the mud look a little bit.
less muddy.
There's a fair amount of oil in the nuts and seeds, but some olive oil would be really nice to go with all of that.
It's 7:30, ladies and gentlemen.
So we got all of this. Can I carry it all? Yes.
Oh!
Yep, yes. Thank you, sir. First, the nuts, because that's going to take some time. Don't need too much, but it's nice to have a good balance of the protein. And, you know, it just adds a nice flavor. Walnuts. I love doing roasted nuts in food. It always adds a great taste and texture, especially walnuts. They break up really nicely. Almonds. Trying my best not to put my hands in all community containers. Almonds. Sunflower seeds. I already have ground flax, otherwise I would use the whole flax. Pumpkin seeds. Lucky to have pumpkin seeds right now that we don't have all that often. I love pumpkin seeds. And in she goes. It's actually a lid to a pan. And we'll bring it back up to 10 minutes. There we go. And they'll roast for that long. Okay, this is my baby. I love this machine. This is called a Robocoop. Very nice food processor. Very high powered. Here, let's look at how high powered it is. Are you ready for this? You can't see it so well. Maybe you can see the blade down there. This just spins so fast. It's so nice. Anyway, we'll wash the cauliflower and broccoli a little bit and the carrot.
Freshly washed veggies.
I know that these counters are clean because I just cleaned them. It's my turn to kitchen clean. Let's cut off the ends. Quick peel. Just scrape the edge of the knife on it. I like to cut it up into something smaller so that it breaks up more easily. I like finding differences in texture. Some things, like the greens, is really nice for those to not be blended to a puree. But then some things like the carrots or the garlic and onion, maybe the cauliflower and broccoli, definitely the lentils because they're leftovers. In fact, we'll go ahead and add those in now. This is also just a great way to take care of some leftovers, especially with us living in a large community, like the bowl like this. You just don't want to serve it out to
No one's
20.
gonna eat it anyway.
No, you don't want to serve it up to 20 people. It's just not nice. Probably don't want to use the whole onion. The onion, surprisingly, when it's raw, goes a really long way. It is, I can't tell you how many times I've made it and then been like, oh, that's too much onion. So I've learned to be modest with it. Whenever I have too much onion or too much garlic, I add like carrot or bell pepper as that sweetness to kind of counter it. Garlic, again, goes quickly. Let's start with 2 cloves. I do like more garlic, but sometimes it's a bit much. Although, it's going on the sun-dried tomato bread. I'm gonna do a 3rd clove. Okay. Quinoa, I know, has a nice flavor, and a lot of the seasonings that we're already gonna add. So, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of that to this. Because quinoa is also just nice, for, like, nutritionally. And it also will thicken it a little bit, which can be nice. Nuts are done. How do they look? Beautiful. The ones on the outside are a little more brown. I think it would have been better maybe had I stirred it a bit, but this is good enough. Just look at those colors. So nice. Yum.
Smells good.
Smells, man.
For our viewers at home, you should know it smells good.
I might have roasted too much. I like the bell pepper to be a little more not a puree. So I'm gonna add that later.
Okay.
Or better yet, we'll add some of it now and some of it later. If you puree it more, you get a little more juice out of it because bell peppers have a lot of water in them, it seems like. And yeah, that it's not so much that you get more out of it, I think, but more that it spreads more evenly, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It spreads out. And now, we'll start adding a little bit of some other things. This is better than bouillon. I'm probably gonna add more than that. Bell pepper can help to scrape that off. Beautiful. I used to do a lot of recipes, and I still do when I love to experiment with things, but now I just eyeball a lot. Especially with this. It's fun to eyeball it. Okay. Brags is nice to add now. I don't know how much there was, maybe a tablespoon. Oregano, yes. You can hear the nuts like drying and cracking a little bit. It's good to let them sit for a little bit before you start messing with them. Just so that they can, I don't know, they get harder. They're not as soft they're very soft when they come fresh out of the oven. And then when they dry and cool off, they get harder.
And crunchy.
Crunch, yeah. Just added some olive oil. I'm gonna add a little more. Maybe, what, quarter of a cup? Chili powder?
You always put chili powder in it?
No.
Just feeling it today.
Just feeling it today. Turmeric, don't always add turmeric, but today I think it'll go well with the sun-dried tomato bread, which has basil and pepper in it as well. Excuse me. That's a lot. A little more. A little more. Okay.
That's a lot, he says, and he puts more in.
Freshly cracked pepper.
Miso.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so you see how it looks? It's all nice vegetables. Okay. Here we go. Don't need to do too much. You don't want to get it to a paste right away because you're going to be adding more things. So you can see it now. Like, look at the carrots. You got these like very minced carrots in there, and the garlic and the onion. It's beautiful. And you can even see the little bits of quinoa too, or quinoa, however you want to pronounce it. So celery is nice. Let's start with two pre-cut stalks. I feel like I want more than that. Is there any? Oh no, we have a cucumber. That'll be nice. Okay.
Some good sound effects.
Thank you. Oh, there's a bell. This is going to be short. I'm a little excited.
Mindfulness of mud.
Breathe for your joy to be steady and calm. That has been coming to my mind a lot more lately.
Just raw broccoli, huh?
Yes, brother. Because you can have raw broccoli. I've had it before. It's
sure.
really nice. But like I said, most of this is raw. Cauliflower.
So how much broccoli? You use this head and then you
I use like
half of it?
Half of a head for now. I might add more. I like cauliflower a little bit more. There's just a nicer smell or taste to it. Maybe it's just the cauliflower that we get is better than the broccoli that we get. I don't know. Just nice to have things.
I feel like people at home are gonna be like, what the heck is this gonna taste like? How does this taste good? This is just like everything in the kitchen blended together.
And that's what everyone says. It always comes out good. Let go, please. We're gonna have to blend this now because it's very full. Oh, flaxseed. And the chia seeds.
Does this like bind it, or is this more for the nutritional aspect?
More for the nutritional aspect, but it does bind it. Just by nature of flaxseed. Chia seeds will do the same. We have olive oil in there. We have the water from the fruit, the vegetables. Let's go ahead and add the rest of the bell pepper.
Oh my gosh, it's so full though.
Yes. Wonderful. Salt. We didn't add the salt yet. Like I said, you don't need to add much because you have the better than bouillon, you have the brags, and you have the miso. But bearing in mind, this is going on bread. Okay, here we go. Waiting until I see everything has gone down. There were a few little bits of cauliflower still on the top. Look at it, it's so pretty. You got these little bitty chunks and stuff in. You can see like the little broccoli there, and then there's like a bell pepper. Yeah. And it smells really good.
Does look good.
First, let's taste it. It's a little more sweet than I would like. I think the vegetables will take care of that a little bit, but I think I'd like to add a little more broccoli and cauliflower, and maybe a little more salt. But we're gonna do the brags, the miso, and the salt. I'm feeling brags. Cauliflower. Could, at this point, if you wanted to, you could just cut everything up and then like mix it in by hand or by a utensil if you wanted to. That would also add some really nice texture as well. Okay. Thank you, are there many people, for allowing us to have this nicely packaged fresh greens. They're so good. I'm very aware that my hands are going in a community thing. At the same time, I did wash my hands, and I ate from this pinky, not from this hand, when I tasted it, so I think I'm okay.
This guy's on top of it.
Yes. I would like to try and fit more greens in there, I think.
This is amazing.
Okay. That's pretty much all that's going in there, just because of space. I think I made a little too much for the brothers that are going on a hike tomorrow. This amount would probably feed like 6 to 8 people. If this is the only thing you eat with bread, and maybe a little bit of fruit. Okay.
Wow, it's incredible. This thing's so powerful.
It is. And so wonderful. Okay. This. It's not quite there. It needs that little bit of kick. Maybe I do red chili. So that we don't blend it anymore, all I'm gonna do now is I'll scrape it out into some kind of dish that is airtight, and mix the chili into that, the chili powder into that, and clean up. It's a bit of a mess here. And that's it. Thank you for watching. This is Minh Dung. You can do whatever you want with it. It really comes out beautifully. I just try to make sure I have a balance of vegetable and protein, like I said, and then seasoning for flavor, and it turns out great and nutritious. Great for a hike. Gives you a lot of energy. That's it.
Cool. Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Good luck practicing in the kitchen.